talk about? Hi, welcome to the inn.
As soon as I hit start.
I saw the mouse heading that way.
Right. What are we going to talk about? There's lots to talk about.
Stock market.
You want to talk about that? We can talk about the stock market.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not versed in stocks at all, but you said you made some investments, so I want to hear about them.
No, it was a joke because we said it's one of those things. You know, it's just we probably shouldn't talk about it because
we don't know what
we're talking about. Not a single thing. So I got an account.
Okay.
With one of the like little trading apps.
Okay.
And
which one?
Oh.
I'm gonna judge you.
Yeah. I'm gonna get so judged. I'm using Robinhood. I know.
I know nothing about it. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm gonna get totally judged.
I know like either Robinhood or Acorns has like a. Doesn't one of them have like a negative like?
Right now, Robinhood does.
Is it Robinhood? Okay.
Yeah, because they stopped people from trading GameStop when like the whole like
fuck Robinhood.
Wazoo was happening. You know.
How could you do this to us?
Well, because they let you buy partial stocks, and I wasn't sure if there was any other app that does that. It was Robinhood that I looked up, and it says you can do that, and that's what I wanted because I only put $125 to start.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, that to me is like not teeny, but it's also not an amount I could like not be comfortable never seeing again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I put an amount where I could.
It's an expensive night out at the inn.
Oh, look at us. We are not just some cheap date now, are we? $125
we
minimum.
invest our bar tabs.
Yeah, we do. Into our guts. So maybe we'll cut that out.
That's staying in.
So anyway, yeah. So I did like 125, and then I think I got about 8 different stocks. So I put like 10 here, 15 there, 10 here, 15 there. And this was 2 days ago.
Okay.
So I made $2. But it's
like $2 whole.
$2 whole. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm not a day trader, so I'm not buying, selling, you know, every day. It's just fun to check what it is, but it's one of those things I'm just going to like leave it there. Maybe at some point I'll add some more, but I'm just letting it sit.
You got to start somewhere.
That's what I do.
think that's cool.
I just want to see what happens.
Me and the girlfriend have been talking about doing that.
Yeah.
Talking about maybe like $100 a month, start investing in stuff. Because we don't invest in anything. We just don't.
Yeah.
But it's time to get comfortable with that.
It's hard to know where to start.
It's hard to. It's almost like it's whole another beast. And it's definitely with stocks, it always feels like the rich get richer.
Well, and you can like correct me if I'm wrong, but I've always heard index, and we did mention this earlier, but index funds are usually just like the flat, safest, you know.
I got the net.
Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Yeah. That sucker was biting our legs. So anyway, but I am not a financial advisor. Please don't sue me. But that's what I hear.
I'm not either. This is my voice. Is that from Guardians?
Oh, yeah.
Remember? He's like, don't mimic the God, man. This is my voice. All right. What should we talk about?
Well,
a new Destiny season came out today.
Oh, tell me more.
The season of the Splicer. Do you know what that means?
I don't know if that sounds good. What's a splicer?
A Splicer is like a sub race of like the fallen races.
Ooh, who's
aliens.
fallen?
Who's fallen?
Yeah.
They're like 4-armed creatures.
Where'd they fall from?
They fell from grace with the Traveler.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
It's like one Traveler, and they're not in his graces anymore, and now he's all kind of like.
Nope. So much so that they flew all the way across the universe to go get him back. Guess where he was?
Where was he?
Earth.
The Traveler?
The Traveler.
But why'd they want him back?
Because that was their god, and their god abandoned them.
Where was he?
Fighting the darkness.
On Earth? Did anybody tell him that we rotate around the sun? He just has to go to the other side.
It's a figurative darkness, not literal. Well, it is kind of literal. I don't know.
Get out from under the tree,
man.
I
love Destiny, but it's
get out of the shadows.
It's in other news.
I don't know. I was like, I will never be able to take it too seriously because I know nothing about it.
Honestly, I haven't even
Okay.
The new season came out today. I didn't play it all today, but that's because... Can I talk about some grief in the video game world real quick?
Yeah.
All right. This isn't a video game specific podcast. We're just hanging out talking.
Oh.
But I got
Welcome to the inn. Just chatting.
Podcast.
Oh. Trademark.
I'm sweating.
So back to the gripes.
I feel neglected.
By who?
By Bungie. Bungie makes Destiny. That's the developer / publisher.
Oh. Okay.
I love them for what they have done.
Okay.
But I
know you love Destiny 1. I mean, that was like your world, right?
I just don't understand. Mm-hmm. So like the game is a PvE and PvP game. You know what PvE means?
No.
Player versus environment.
Okay.
So it's like, think of like typical like a solo campaign game.
What's that other game you're playing with the robot birds?
Oh, you play. Oh, that's a PvE game.
Yeah, I got it.
Like Stardew Valley. There's no like actual people you play with, right?
Right.
That's a PvE game. Essentially, that's like the base description of a PvE game.
If you could just compare everything in Destiny to Stardew, I think
we might be fine.
Yeah.
PvP is when it's like me and you are in a game together playing with each other or against each other.
Collaborative Stardew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like they have two aspects of the game, PvE and PvP.
Okay.
They have not added a single map or game mode into PvP in almost 2 years. Oh, I know.
That's kind of, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Is it boring? Isn't it like you would get to know all the maps and there's like nothing to explore?
It gets worse. So within 2 years, they've actually taken away about 6 or 7 maps. So like the pool's the map pool has gotten worse as it was 2 years ago. I know it's weird.
Why?
And this is like an actual live game. The game's not dead. They just came out with a new season today.
Did they ever like put out a statement as to like why?
No.
Oh, it was just like not there.
Like they
one
put
day?
out like they took out other stuff that was PvE related too.
Okay.
And they gave like we got to take out some stuff to work on some stuff, which they have. The game overall feels better, like load times and everything. Okay. Like it feels more cohesive in that way, but more polished, I guess, not cohesive. But
okay. I get it.
PvP is just like eroding away. Like it's just they keep not adding stuff to PvP, and it feels like.
Do they think like that's maybe not a large pool for them as far as like?
But it
users?
is though. It is though.
I would think that.
The last I checked, more people play PvP in that game than any other game mode combined.
I feel like in most games that's a huge pool.
It's massive.
You want to play live. You want to play.
I mean, like me, like I
kick some ass.
Destiny 1's my favorite game because of the PvP. The raids were awesome. I love the raids. That's like the cherry on top. But I love the PvP. So for me, it hurts. It feels like I have a gallstone.
Have you sent them a tweet?
I have.
At Bungie. Have you really?
They don't respond to me.
DMs, man, DMs.
I can't send them. They have to follow me to be able to send DMs.
Change your profile picture to like some hot sugar baby.
Some hot sugar baby?
I don't think that's a phrase, but yeah. Some hot sugar baby.
I don't know. It just feels like they don't care about PvP, which sucks because PvP in that game is fun, but they don't care about it. So if they don't care about it, I can't care about it.
That sucks.
And when I can't care about it, it makes me sad.
So then tell me again. So what's this new thing that they're adding for the splicers?
It's just like a new season. So like,
is that PvE?
Yeah, everything they've done is PvE, and that's like kind of what I'm getting at. Like they're adding like they're adding like a secret mission that we got to find. I think like a strike. They're bringing in like an old raid that used to be in Destiny 1, which is kind of cool. You know, they want to make one whole game now, so that's fine.
Okay.
So they have like a lot of content coming in PvE wise, which I think's
right. But you want good. Both.
Or
I
at
do
least
want
maybe
both. Like more even.
But like I'm at the point where like, and this is what I'm getting at. It feels crazy to even say this. Like I feel like I'm begging. Like I'm just like, can you just like add a PvP map, please? Like new or old, a map that's already been in like.
Yeah, just change it up.
You have 4 seasons a year. You add one map a season. It could be a map you've already made. That's 4 maps a year. That's all I'm asking at this point.
How many
just
times?
Something. Just show that you care. Please.
Bungie, please.
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 Have you, no, sorry, that wasn't the question. How many, like, new PvE maps or stories do they add? Like, how often does that happen?
It's not a lot.
Are they, like, understaffed?
No.
Is that a thing?
No, it's...
You know, because like they could do like one
I don't
PvE thing here, they could do one PvP here.
It's really hard to
Two PvEs, maybe one PvP.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know like what a video game, like what it takes to make anything, especially a live service game.
But usually, like if they put out statements, or if you hear like someone who's kind of more in the know, you'll get a little perspective of what's going on behind the scenes.
But like
you know?
every single season, like they have a complete refresh in the store for microtransactions. You can buy all new emotes, all new ships, all new whatever.
Maybe that's the priority.
Yeah, it's shit like that. So it's just like you can do all this, but you can't just like get one. Just put one guy on it. Like your next 3.5 months, you're figuring out what map we're gonna copy past forward into Destiny 2. That's it.
Just one guy.
Just one guy. I'm sure he wouldn't fuck it up. You got one job. Do it.
Have him there part time.
It can't be that hard, right?
Wouldn't be Wouldn't be a huge expense. Guys. See?
We already have the code for this map. You take this map over here.
Did you do the glasses?
And you.
I thought I saw that.
Take that map over there and put it in that game over there.
And just change the colors.
Just change the colors a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it match up with the color palette of Destiny 2 and not Destiny 1. Slap your name on it and call it a day.
Yeah.
Tell me they can't get one guy.
I mean, if I can, like, you know how I used to match the paint on Microsoft Paint and change that whole color?
I'm not trying to throw shade, but
I feel like I could do that. I feel like I could do that on Destiny.
MS Paint?
Yeah, you just select the color and then you paint it and it like completely changes the color. I would just do that for like everything in the PvP map. Hey, you used to be yellow, now you're gonna be green. Like that. That's it. Blue, red, boom.
PvP sucks anyway, even if they did that, because
oh my god,
stasis.
You cannot say that whole.
People who watch this that know Destiny know stasis sucks ass.
Okay, how long was this gripe and now?
Stasis came into the game in November, okay?
What's stasis?
Stasis is a subclass that you can use in the game. So there's solars. A subclass is like what kind of melee or grenade or like superpower you get.
Okay. You only get one?
You get to pick one. So there's either void. I'm not dumb, but you know, take the glasses off and explain. So you like have arc based, solar based, void based, which is like Nova bombs and like black holes and stuff, you know, like magic, space magic.
Supernova.
And then stasis is like a freezing type thing. So like imagine like you're running, you're like, I'm gonna shoot that guy right there, and then just you get hit by something and you literally are just stuck.
The guy that you shoot.
Yeah, or anybody. Somebody else's.
Like ice froze?
Ice froze.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that fun to play against?
No, I remember playing freeze tag. I hated being the one that got frozen.
Now imagine freeze tag, but instead of just being like tag you're it's tag, shotgun to the face, you're gone.
That sounds terrible.
It sucks.
But that's why you like the stasis people?
No, no.
Oh.
I hate them.
Oh, okay.
I hate them.
Yeah, so it's the person that's
on freeze tag. I hate them as much as Anakin hated the Tusken Raiders.
Ooh.
Like, it's like that.
That's bold.
It's gotten to the point for me where anyone I kill in PvP, at least if it's like in the casual sixes game mode, if I kill them and I know they're using stasis, I will feel bad viciously
about it?
teabag their corpse while draining my magazine into their dead head.
And
every time.
That makes you happy?
Oh. Yes, it does.
You get some joy out of that?
Does. I can't stand it. Yeah. Teabag the shit out of them.
Okay, wow.
That's my gripe. What do you have going on?
I don't think I have anything that even comes close to that.
I put a lot of thought into this. It's been bothering me.
Yeah,
because I love Destiny, that's why.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You've been playing it forever.
Forever.
Oh man, I've got to. I feel pressured to think of a gripe to match that gripe, but I don't have any gripes. What can I tell you? Oh.
Gripe. Okay.
Do you know how mad I get when I walk into a gas station and they don't have Coca-Cola ices? They have all the flavor ices. Well, this happened recently. That's why it's still fresh.
I can't because I like the cherry, and they always have cherry.
That's gross. Yeah, they always have cherry.
Whoa! What do you mean gross?
I don't know, man. It doesn't.
Gross?
It doesn't do it for me. Okay, gross was like a bit harsh, but No, I get really mad because like
I'm getting a cherry icy when I leave here. You know that, right?
Do what you have to do, I guess.
Okay, but for real, the cola one's good.
Thanks.
But specifically the. You're welcome.
Thanks for just giving me that.
The Coca-Cola ices are really good. I've had them. They're good.
I mean, I don't want to have
I loved them when I was a kid.
Go on the hunt for a Coca-Cola icy.
Was it like empty or they just didn't offer it?
No, they just don't have it.
That's our icy machine going off.
Yeah, that poor thing is just.
We got to give that fridge a name.
What would be appropriate? What kind of is there like an animal that just like
Chuck
crashes down like that? Juggernaut.
Juggernaut?
Yeah, remember from like Deadpool? It's like that big thing that like.
We should call him Star-Lord.
Why?
Chris Pratt.
I do. Okay, I've got nothing against Star-Lord, but what does that have to do with a loud old fridge?
Nothing.
Star-Lord. I feel like it makes the fridge sound cooler than it is. Star-Lord.
I mean, kind of.
It's more like Shrek. It's not Star-Lord.
I like Shrek, actually. That's a total Shrek. The fridge is Shrek.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You're right. See? Gotta love it when a plan comes together. If you guys have any comments on what the fridge name should be, let them know.
I mean, you should be able to hear that. Now it's powered down. Shrek has gone to bed. You know, the fairy creatures are out of the yard.
He'll wake up for a midnight snack.
Out of the swamp. But yeah, you have to let us know if you can actually hear that beast of a fridge.
Okay, so actually another gaming thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
That has been on my mind.
Sure.
I know we said this isn't a gaming podcast and just.
Is it about Destiny?
No, it's about it's about gaming in general.
Well, then it's a
and why I think
at least
I know why companies aren't investing in anti-cheats. Okay, so do you think it's a yeah? So
in Stardew we don't have cheat. Oh, well, not like that.
No, well, you could probably cheat in Stardew.
Yeah, we have cheats. We have cheats.
But
not like that. You're talking about like shooting.
Yeah,
games.
like aimbotting and all that. Yeah. So like, Call of Duty in the first quarter of this year made 1.25. Well, not Call of Duty, but Activision through microtransactions. Activision Blizzard made $1.25 billion in the first quarter of this year. That's crazy.
Guess who knows where their stock is going next?
Their main game has no anti-cheat, and it's free to play. That's Call of Duty Warzone.
So it's just all.
It's a shit show.
Stuff?
It's a shit show, and I play it a lot, and it feels like realistically 1 out of every 5 times I die is to a hacker. Which my KD is almost a 3.0, so I'm in a lot of end games. That's good.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Is that maybe you just getting a little butthurt? How do you know it's a hacker?
That's what I'm saying. Like just like most people, I probably like, oh, he's fucking hacking, but he's probably not. That's what I'm saying.
You're actually like good enough to be able to know.
Yeah. Like I get put into like, so Activision kind of made it a meme. They were like, we put suspected cheaters against each other. And as I said, I have a really high kill death ratio, and I felt it before when we get into a game, and it's just like, just blatant like aimbotting like across the map on us, like blatant.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, this guy's got 30 kills, 4 minutes into the game with a gray AR just like lasering everything. Okay. Yeah, like it's borderline hilarious, but it's not because it's my time.
So they're suspected cheaters. Right. And they're putting them together.
They don't actually have an anti-cheat to ban them. Everything is peer reviewed.
So again, because it's suspected cheaters, they can't ban them because they're not sure.
They're not banned until an actual person overviews the submission reports against them.
But how is someone going to do that for all of these cases?
Exactly.
No.
It's a shit show.
Yeah.
The game's fun, but it's a shit show. However, the reason what I'm getting at is why I don't think companies are investing in an anti-cheat anymore, because Bungie has cheating problems too for Destiny. They don't implement anything at all, and they have no plans of doing so.
Why?
None.
Okay, so what's the
same thing? Free to play, like people can just go on and they aimbot and wall hack all the time. It's whatever. Sometimes even crazier. Like they give themselves infinite ammo and they're like flying. It's nuts. Those are funny though. Like literally just spraying a rocket launcher like it's an assault rifle. Yeah, it just like there's so much explosions, your game literally crashes. It's funny.
Okay, that's like because it's so extreme.
Yeah, that's just hilarious.
Okay.
But like even games like Rainbow Six, those are super competitive. That's still considered a super competitive game, but cheating is getting worse.
Okay.
And it's been getting worse, like noticeably worse. A lot of people are really mad at what's going on with Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, of course that's frustrating.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I think a reason why companies aren't investing in an anti-cheat, is what you're waiting for, is because games are moving toward Stadia-like scenarios.
I don't know what that means. Where are you going?
I'm walking it off. People watching this right now are like, oh, what do you mean? Come on. Hear me out, all right? So NVIDIA already has shadow play. So NVIDIA makes like graphics cards for the most part. That's what they're known for, right?
Okay.
NVIDIA Shadow, or not Shadow Play, sorry. It's through Steam. I forgot what it's called. But essentially on Steam, so with your phone right now, if you have your computer at home on with Steam open,
yes,
you can open up a game and you can remote play that game through your phone using the internet.
Oh.
You can literally play Stardew Valley on your phone and it's running on your computer.
Oh.
But through the internet, you're playing on your phone.
Interesting. I might do that later.
Google made a console called Stadia. That's why I said that, and that's what it is. So you buy like a little remote console.
Okay.
And you don't physically own any games. It's all streamed through the internet.
Okay.
So you like buy a game and you play it, but it's Stadia servers in wherever they are actually running the game for you. And then you just play it.
Okay.
All signs are pointing to that's how games are going to go in the future. And I know PC Master Race can be like, no way, not never. All signs are pointing that way. And if that's the case, they don't need an anti-cheat because they have control over everyone's hardware, essentially. See what I'm getting at?
No.
Why? Okay. Let me try to dumb it down, all right?
Hey.
No, in a good way. Not in a bad way. So, consoles, right? Or PC. This is my PC. This is your PC, okay? I have my PC. You have your PC. We connect to each other onto a mutual server.
Okay.
However,
yes,
our games are running on our own rigs. And because of that, I can manipulate some files on here to where like, okay, now I got no recoil and it's going to automatically lock to her head every time I see her.
Okay.
And we're playing in a game and you just can't kill me because I'm cheating, right?
Okay.
If you take these away in a sense that the games are no longer running on these, they are running on the bridge. So they're running on the central hub. That's where the game is running. And you just control what's happening on your rig. You can't cheat.
Right.
Because it's not like, your game.
Like, so again, yeah, if you're playing on the server thing.
I'm telling you, that's why companies are not investing. It could be a long time before it happens. But I don't see companies making new anti-cheat software just to have it become obsolete.
I see.
I don't see that happening. Especially, too, when you have people still forking money over anyway without it.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
There's no point. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, you don't even take your game seriously. It's like, nah, I think they're just planning for the long haul.
Yeah, so they're just going to take research and development and focus it on...
All signs are pointing to that.
What's the future, not fixing this problem.
Stadia's biggest issue wasn't that it was necessarily Stadia. It was that it came out in 2019 or 2018 or whatever.
Okay, why?
The technology wasn't really there yet.
Oh, okay.
So, like, Stadia required you to pay a service fee for the bandwidth.
So it was almost like ahead of its time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially. Okay. And it wasn't completely like, there was a little bit of an input delay, but it's really not bad from what I heard. It's only like 4 or 5 milliseconds. Okay. Which is, you can adapt to that.
It's crazy.
It's not, it's pretty nuts. Yeah. It's very fast. But another barrier to entry with that is you had to have a good internet connection. Like over 60 megabyte download.
Okay, to keep up. Okay.
Yeah. So I know it's a lot to soak in, but I've had an epiphany about that because that makes sense to me.
I learned something
because Activision's not the only company not doing it. Bungie's not the only one not doing it. Ubisoft's not the only one not doing it.
Yeah, so their focus is just
they're
elsewhere.
Looking into the why would they create a new anti-cheat if it's going to be obsolete?
Well, the goal of any company is to make money. If this isn't really stopping them from making money, they're not losing their reputation yet. It hasn't become that severe. Yeah. If whatever, they're not losing players to it.
You'd think they would.
Follow the money. Well, that's more for like integrity, but not for like
also have such a
business business purposes.
I have a big gripe with a lot of people who play Warzone. A lot of people.
Ooh.
I do.
What's the gripe?
They'll sit there and do what I do. Complain about no anti-cheat. Complain about this. Like, oh my God, man, this happens. It's so stupid, dude. Why don't you invest money into this?
Yeah? But what do you want them to do?
And then the next day, they'll wake up at refresh. Like, oh, new skin. Don't have that. And then just fork money at it. It's literally like if your dog came in here and took a shit in the floor.
A goose would never.
Never.
Ubisoft, did you just take shit on the floor? Who makes
you said good
Warfare?
boy, and you gave him some of these for taking a shit on the floor. It's the same thing. That's all the company sees. Like, well, they complain about no anti-cheat, but they keep giving us money.
Right.
And other people will be like, well, I play this game a lot, man. I can do what I want with my money, which I understand.
Right.
But don't complain about there not being an anti-cheat.
No, you can do both.
No, see, that's where I disagree.
You can do both.
You got to pick a side.
Why?
Because you have to.
You don't have to. You can still gripe, but because that's something that you want to see happen, that's something that you don't enjoy. But if it ever gets to the point where you don't enjoy it so much that you stop playing, then obviously you're not going to be spending your money there. But it hasn't gotten to that point. So you get to do both. You play while you're unhappy. And
in the end of the day, I lean on your side of things because that is true with any game. Like H1Z1 is a key example of that. That game absolutely died.
What's that?
H1Z1 Battle Royale. It was like the first Battle Royale to become mainstream.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where like the Doc became famous on Twitch. He was famous on YouTube for Call of Duty stuff, but like he made his name
I haven't heard of that one.
Playing Z1. It was before PUBG. The creator of the Battle Royale in H1Z1 left to make PUBG.
Oh, okay. So I can imagine.
You can imagine, yeah.
Okay.
PUBG was a lot more refined, though. H1Z1 was very cartoonish and stuff. Yeah, it's weird saying that, but it's true.
What's that? Did it wear little pearls, too? Refined. Okay. So
but I totally disagree. I think if you complain about anti-cheats in that game, and yet you still fork over the dough,
what? Like it's
you're making your own bed.
It's the same thing, I guess, like with anything. I bet you because I don't care that much about it because it's on a game that I play. That's why I'm telling you, obviously, I get to kind of placate you.
It's not like I don't see the logic.
But I bet you if it's something I felt strongly about, I would be in your position and I would say, no.
No, it's fine. I'll just tell you you're wrong.
Okay.
What's up, Shrek?
Oh, yeah. Did we see if the
I don't
caught
know.
it?
I don't know. You guys will have to let us know.
That's funny.
But like I understand
it's
like the
easy,
logic of like I play
care.
the game, I spend money where I want, I put a lot of time into it, and there's worse things you can spend money on. Like I get it. I've bought a lot of microtransactions myself. I'm not an angel. I'm just saying.
I guess it's easy like for me.
I'm just saying if you do that and then you complain about anti-cheat, you're wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Well.
It's like feeding a dog that just shit on your carpet.
Of course. I guess, but what the point I'm trying to make is
I'm not saying you can't do it.
Easy for me. Wrong. It's easy for me to compromise because I don't really care because it's not like a world I'm involved with.
This is true.
If it's something else that I really care about or enjoyed, if it's Red Dead, if I had a problem with Red Dead, you'd be hearing about it.
I thought about playing some Red Dead online.
I love Red Dead.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Red Dead's so good.
That might be my favorite right now.
The only thing that really stopping me from playing those games online, Red Dead or Grand Theft Auto, is they are very heavy on microtransactions. So much so to where you have to pay some money to like even really make it. You know what I mean? Which
That's
sucks.
Frustrating.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't
you can
really
play
believe
for free,
in that.
but you're not going to have anything.
Yeah, I don't really believe in that, so I don't.
I don't either. So I don't even put my time into it.
Yeah, and I don't really play any games that have so many microtransactions. I don't play Red Dead Online. I don't play any of the shooter things.
Right.
There's no microtransactions in Stardew yet, or Age of Empires,
Honestly, I think in 10 years, microtransactions are going to be...
It's going to be the new thing.
I mean, they're never going to go away, but they won't be as invasive as they have been, I don't think.
You don't think so?
No.
How could it ever go, like, in the downhill? I feel like things always just get, like, more intense,
They do.
With time.
They do. They're not going to go anywhere, but I think they're going to get a lot more consumer-friendly because it's going to become the law. And we're already seeing that.
Ooh, that's a Californian in you talking.
Well, like loot boxes are no longer allowed in most European countries in video games.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that's like
in
a
my
big key
opinion,
one.
it does. Because
Yeah,
I was like,
totally. It's gambling.
yeah.
It is. You know what they called that?
What?
EA, Electronic Arts.
What'd they call it? Loot boxes?
They referred to loot boxes as surprise mechanics.
Okay.
In the court of law, they referred to it as that.
What's the thing in the casino?
A slot machine.
Oh, yeah. So what's a slot machine, EA?
Surprise mechanics. Oh! I felt that. But yeah.
That was dumb.
It's dumb.
EA.
Yeah.
Surprise mechanics.
What else is going on? Ooh, do you like horror games?
No, not at all.
Resident Evil 8 came out.
Sounds terrible. I couldn't even play Five Nights at Freddy's. Did you ever play that game?
No. I don't even know what it is. I've never seen it.
Okay. So, should I tell you?
Yeah.
So you're like at this like Chuck E. Cheese thing, right? And you're security guard at night.
Oh,
so basically,
I like where this is going. Okay.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, then this might be.
I love horror games.
So this might. I played like 30 minutes of Slenderman, just like the first one, where it's like the 8 chapters or something, and I like basically like my heart rate was sky high. I was sweating on stream, and I just switched to Stardew because I was like literally like I was miserable the whole time.
I'm weird though. So have you heard of the game Phasmophobia?
Probably. Yeah, I haven't seen any gameplay, but it's been recommended.
Simulator.
Okay.
Think of it like that. You can even play it in VR, which I think would be pretty creepy. And you hunt for a ghost.
Sounds terrible.
My problem is in games like that, unless there's a narrative, I don't get scared. It's the same thing for me as like if you were like, oh, let's play poker. Oh, what's the buy-in? Nothing. We're just gonna play to have fun. Okay. And then it's first card. I'm all in. I'm all in. Like I can't my brain doesn't compartmentalize what's going on. It's just like it means nothing. I don't care.
Yeah.
So like Phasmophobia, I've only played it once, and right when we played it, I was like, "So what are we doing?" Like, "Oh yeah, we gotta find the ghost." Blah blah blah. They're gonna try to communicate with us.
You need to know the why.
Yeah, and you gotta corral it. You gotta figure out what's going on, and
you have to corral it.
Well, not corral it like.
You have a lasso too.
Yeah, not like that, but you gotta zone in on it and try to get rid of it, right, or whatever. Something.
I get it.
I'm
teasing.
Know. My problem is I have no ties to what's going on. I literally just run into the building head first every time, and I'm just clicking the horn. I'm like, "Where are you? Where are you?" And I end up finding it every time, and it kills me every time, and I don't care.
Every time.
I just stare at it. I'm like, "Wait, hold on, don't move. I want to look at you." Oh, I'm dead.
No, I can't.
But I'm not scared, and everyone I played with was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I can't get into games like this. They just don't scare me.
Okay.
It has to mean something. I have to get involved. So Alien Isolation is an amazing game because it's a story-driven horror game based on Alien. You've seen the movie Alien, right?
Yes, I have.
Yes, it is an amazing game. You literally live you're Ripley's daughter in the future, and it's actually canon. The game's canon.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So it's published by
Did you
20th
finish the
Century
game?
Fox. Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh, okay.
So good.
See, I could watch.
Incredible.
I could
And
watch
it's
some
so
scary
scary.
movies. Really?
Yes.
See that I could watch someone else play,
Yeah.
but me being in the driver's seat, as the main character, whatever, is I just I become numb. Not even numb. I become what's it when you can't move? Not numb. I just become
Petrified?
almost. So going back to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't walk around in this game. That's just to show you how stiff, I guess, I get. So basically what happens is you're at the Chuck E. Cheese, you're in the security room. You have so much electricity or power that will run out, right, if you use it. So you're trying to be efficient, lights off.
Yeah.
And then there's 5 puppets on Chuck E. Cheese, and then they come to life at night and they run around, and you have different vantage points from the different security cameras all over the restaurant. So what happens is you check these cameras. You never leave the security room. You check these cameras to see if they're getting closer and closer. So it kind of forms a U of security cameras. Okay. Because the security room's in the back middle.
Yeah.
So and then they pop out. So you have 2 doors, and you can't close the doors because that runs the power too. So it's these doors have to be open on both sides, and you can only look, and it's just for me, it was terrifying because I turn on the light for outside the door and there's a stupid mouse, or there's a chick puppet, and then they come and they kill you,
Now that sounds like fun.
And so you have to be constantly checking the security cameras and the doors and the lights, and you're just stuck in this room. And I tell you, it was the most miserable Like I think I played it for like an hour on stream.
Yeah.
And then well, that's pretty much it. But they pop in and then they kill you, and it just I don't know. I
think that
I
sounds
found
like
no
fun.
pleasure in that game
None?
at all. None.
I
could
horror
watch
games, though.
someone play it.
I love them, but they have to be story driven for me. I have to get involved.
I need to be removed. I can watch someone else play it just fine. Just like watching a scary movie. Fine, whatever, you know?
And just real quick, too, somebody's going to be like, man, Alien Isolation ain't even that scary. I'm not saying it is. You know what I mean? I just love horror games. So when I say something scary, I'm saying I love it.
This is an opinion podcast. We don't present anything as fact.
Right.
Yeah.
Except for if you complain about anti-cheats and buy microtransactions.
And I don't want to hear anything negative about Red Dead 2. Just saying. Don't even bring it up.
Right.
There's nothing.
Because that is wrong.
That game is perfection.
What else is... Oh, wait, Resident Evil 8.
Nope.
So, well, I remember I had suggested to you to play Resident Evil 7. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it.
Well, I was going to do like a Terrifying Tuesdays stream, you know?
Yeah.
But that lasted for 2 Tuesdays and never again. So I took all the recommendations down. There were so many. I think that's why that Phantom one sounds so familiar. But I don't know. Nope. 2 Tuesdays. I think we did Slenderman, the 8 pages. That's what it was. For one night, for about half an hour, and then switched to Stardew. And then we did Five Nights at Freddy's for about an hour, and then switched.
I kind of want to try that. Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
I might try that game out.
It's pretty, check on it online first.
Is it on Steam?
It's not new. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not new. You might like it. It's a simple one, though. It's a simple game.
What else is going on in the world?
In the world?
Oh, I get my second COVID shot in 2 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm hyped.
I got both of mine, so I'm
both?
already.
How was
I'm
the second
cleared.
one?
Well,
Did it whoop your ass?
I had Pfizer. Yes, I had a fever the first
You
night, and then I was okay after that.
I keep hearing. I had a few buddies, like a handful, say like on the second shot, the next day they had like the chills, a fever, like they felt legit sick or they were getting sick.
Yeah.
And then the day after that, they woke up completely fine.
Right.
Which is so weird.
Which is great. I had the fever the first night and most of the day. Not fever, but chills most of the day. Fever was just that first night. The first shot, though, I was like lethargic for a week. And I mean
Really?
like severely lethargic. So I didn't know if it was like, I was like dehydrated or if it was a COVID shot, but I was pretty sure it's a
Could be a
COVID
mix of
shot.
both.
I was like, I don't
Maybe.
know. You can't really tell.
It's hard to tell with stuff like that.
But other than that,
I'm excited though. I don't know. I want to get back to just normal life.
I saw a movie
What
in
movie?
theaters last week.
What movie?
It's called Nobody.
Oh yeah, with
With the Better Call Saul guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. How was it?
It was amazing.
I want to watch that movie. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know it was out. I gotta go watch that movie.
Yes. So it was the first time I'd been to a movie theater I don't even think I'd been to a movie theater before COVID. So at least a year and a half. And I used to go at least like every other month or so,
Really?
Yeah. Growing up, I used to go to the movies every Saturday night with my dad. And sometimes it would be Friday and Saturday night, 2 movies a weekend. So if there's like any movies in the like late 90s to early 2000s, I've seen it in theaters, guaranteed. Because we went through the selection. So
Right.
going to the movie theaters was like a real treat, It was like a real
I can't wait to go.
thing in our family.
I've been telling Jenny that like we need to go watch any movie in theaters.
Go
I don't
see
care
that
what
one.
it is.
There's not.
I might have to go see that one.
Have you seen Mortal Kombat?
I have.
Okay. So then go see Nobody in theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you've seen Mortal Kombat like at home or whatever,
Have you seen Tenet?
I did at home. That is right up my alley.
You liked it?
You didn't? Why didn't you like it? Oh my God, you're so gripey.
I think that's one of the worst movies I have seen in a very long time.
Oh my God.
I'm being honest. I want to talk about it, but people are watching probably have not seen it. Spoilers.
Do you think, how new is it? Is it
That
new?
movie is a test demo. That movie, it felt. Do you know what like a test demo is? Like
I'm sure I can guess by the 2
we
words,
did this
John.
because we could. It's like a brand new video game comes out on a new console and it does like this great, but the rest of it sucks. because they call it like a test demo.
Okay, so Christopher Nolan just test demoed a whole freaking movie.
Like all the inverted shots, I think, are awesome looking. They're awesome. Like, it's cool. Like, that's like cool choreographed stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy awesome.
Cool.
But why?
Yeah.
It's a test demo.
Oh.
The movie's like a living test demo.
Yeah.
You don't like that, I don't like it. You actually
I don't even think you're making a point.
All right, spoilers coming. Not heavy, but we're going to talk a little bit about Tenet right now, okay?
Apparently.
No, we should not talk about it. We'll talk about it off stream.
Is it that new?
Or off podcast.
Did it come out?
It's pretty new.
This year or last year? I feel like within the year mark.
I think it came out.
I Google. I think.
When did it come out? If it came out in 2020 officially, we're going to talk about it.
It says 2020. Do you want to see the month? September 3rd, 2020.
Okay. We're talking about Tenet. Spoilers incoming, okay?
Is 8 months enough?
Yeah.
Is it?
In the streaming age?
Oh. Okay. Okay,
she
guys.
does not like my opinion on this.
Okay.
And I don't like her opinion on this either, so it's mutual.
Okay, so apparently 8 months is enough for whoever's watching this.
At the end of the movie, who are they fighting?
The Russian guy.
That whole army is fighting one guy.
I mean, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
Have you not noticed that in that last final crazy battle that there's actually no one they're shooting against? There's not one soul. Not one.
Yeah, okay. Because they're being shot at.
By?
The Russian guy.
Just one guy?
No, because he's on the yacht over there.
Yeah.
And then it's his buddy down in the hole.
Right.
Right. And then there's like all these explosions going on, and the guy's like defending.
But who are they fighting against? Who is this army of actual soldiers blowing up and shooting against? Who are they?
Who says it's an army? It could just be that guy like having missiles and stuff and guns, right? To defend.
Where are the guns?
To defend the thing.
Where are the missiles?
So you want to like see.
This is what I'm saying. Like, what is going on? Like, I understand they're going to stop the guy, but so like the guy on the yacht's the enemy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's like that whole the bomb thing. Is that a spoiler?
So they need a whole army for that?
Well, it's the end of the world bomb. Yeah.
Okay, but they didn't fit the whole army in the cave.
Technically, because it's like it's the two groups, right? At the two different timelines. One is like from the past knowledge people that are gathering the evidence, and then it's like the present people that are coming to actually like use that knowledge now to like go disarm the bomb.
Where'd they come from? Who are they?
Who? Which ones?
The inverted army of people.
They're on the same team. Remember, because he's going with the guy from Kick-Ass. And
yeah.
That they didn't say what branch they're from.
There's no backstory at all. They just show up.
Well, so you want to know, like, is this CIA? Because I mean, I get it. They do show up, but they're obviously like with each other. They just don't tell us like, is it army or is it like?
No, I know they're with
Marines,
each other. They're fighting on the same side. You got the inverted.
They could just be like
regular.
It could be like a private militia type.
They're meeting, but like,
yeah.
Who are they? They never talk about who they are.
Okay.
And why they're there specifically. They talked about why they need to stop the guy.
But do you know why we don't know who they are? Because we're seeing it from the main character's point of view, and he's being left out in the dark. So, like, the British dude obviously knew a lot more than he was letting on, and he was being trained with the first group.
Right.
And then later at the end, we find out, like, oh, he was in the know.
Yeah.
Because all this stuff was, like, privately funded.
And the guy from Twilight's in the know as well.
Yeah, well, that's the main guy I was talking about.
Yeah.
And then, so then they're all in the know, and then you find out they're privately funded by you-know-who.
Right.
And then that's where he learns, like, oh, so... like, this is my present, but they're, like, almost past.
Right.
You know?
I picked up on that.
Okay.
Between the interaction
but that's what
of
I'm
the
saying. I was
main
like,
characters
we're like left in the dark
and what
because
happened with
the main
cave.
character is in the dark.
However,
Okay.
as I said, why is our whole army fighting nothing?
They're going to get the bomb.
They're literally blowing up abandoned buildings.
You don't know who is shooting that though. That's what you want to know,
It
because that
doesn't
building is
actually-
exploding.
No,
they're being
you're not hearing
they're
me.
being deterred
It's
from
not
getting
like
to the
it-
bomb.
no.
So someone is deterring them, is what that means.
So they shoot bullets. They shoot actual bullets at an abandoned building. At an abandoned building.
Or the other people are shooting.
There is no other people. That's what I'm saying. You have the inverted section and the regular. I don't know what you call them. They're in the same boat. They're going to essentially meet in the middle of the cave, right?
Okay, so Mr.
But
Nolan,
I'm
please take
talking
notes.
about-
You should have shown the Russians more.
There's only like a handful. There's only like 2 of them, and one of them's in the cave.
They know the future. They don't need that many people. They're just defending the bomb.
No. You literally have people in full military gear, both going in reverse and forward, shooting at nothing. Do you see my problem with what's going on? The car scene is cool. How it turned out he was actually driving the car in between like the crash. Like that was probably one of the coolest scenes in my opinion.
Fine. So
You see what I'm
what?
saying?
No. So what if?
You don't remember?
I do.
Yeah, like the package skipped across.
I
I thought that was cool.
I'm listening to you.
That was cool.
So what I'm thinking is then if I go with your point, the point that you're making, right? My thought is, what if like the future team is only shooting because the past team, and the past team is only shooting because the future team is shooting.
That's what I thought too.
So they're confused.
That's what I thought too. But then
But they're
when
not shooting at each other.
But when they didn't like.
But people get blown up, weirdo. So where did those
That's
blow
what
ups
I'm
come
asking.
from?
That's what I'm asking.
So who do you think is putting down mines?
I
and
think they're shooting
missiles?
nothing.
No. The people coming to defuse a bomb are like getting sprayed out. Remember that one lady got killed?
Against an invisible enemy.
Okay.
That was
is
one
it
of the
invisible?
worst last acts I've ever seen in any movie.
So
I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. I love Christopher Nolan. I'm not a Nolan hater.
are you being honest? Could we choose another adjective
I
that
am
fits
being
there?
truthful in my feelings about this movie.
About this movie. Bullets.
I think it sucked.
Bullets.
It sucked.
That's how you say bullets, by the way.
It sucked. I understand the idea that like you kind of get thrown into it because the main character doesn't actually know what's going on yet because it's told from his point of view before he actually knows what's going on. I get that, and I can work around that. I like confusing movies. Yeah, I love movies like that.
Okay.
However,
So was there anything else, or was it just that ending scene?
it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things.
The characters give me no reason to care about them. The woman, I don't give a fuck about her. I don't even know her.
Okay, that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, she was annoying, right?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why he cares like that much.
Yeah, why do you care about her? All she keeps talking.
The camera didn't pick that up.
Probably for the best. But like, she keeps talking about her son. Like, of course, like we would all care about our kids, but like, you literally don't see him until the end. But like, we're supposed to have some sort of connection because it's just her son.
Yeah, because she's a mom.
But I don't
so
like
she's
her
playing
anyway.
that card because she can't. I mean, I don't have anything against her. I thought she was like a fine character. That she was like okay.
It's not
but
like
again,
anything against
too,
her personally.
I was a
but-
little surprised by like how much the main character was what's the word I'm looking for? Like influenced, like into action because of her and her story, you know?
Yeah.
But also it's not really just about her. It was more about the husband because he's the powerful one. But I feel like his care for her really complicated things. So maybe it was just like one of those things to like make the storyline to give it a little something, like a little complexity.
They gave me no reason from the get-go to actually care about what's going on. And that's what I'm saying. The movie is about caring about the action of what's happening.
Oh, okay. I would say that's part of it, but I think more of it is like enjoying the ride.
It's what... Exactly.
Because I think it's more about the idea of playing with the time.
That's what it's a tech demo. That's what I'm saying. That is a tech demo verbatim. You enjoy the ride. The story sucks. You're not going to care about this person or that person or that person, and it's probably going to be pretty short. The movie's pretty long.
So should we expect a Tenet 2?
I would really hope not. I ain't watching it. I did not like it at all. I did not enjoy my time at all. Like I was bought in.
It reminds me of like Inception, and I like that kind of stuff because it's something new. It's a new idea I haven't seen in a movie before,
when I first
and it's
watched
refreshing.
It,
you know?
I agree. I was like, this is very Inception vibe. Obviously, it's by Christopher Nolan,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was just like, like I got the same vibe, and I like that. I'm in the same boat.
I could see that. Yeah.
The biggest issue I had with the movie is it made me not have any reason to care for any of the actors, any of them.
Not the main guy.
I didn't even know the main guy's first name until
they don't tell us.
I know.
He's a protagonist.
I don't. That's just silly. It's so like.
They call him the protagonist.
He calls himself the protagonist. That's weird. But
I thought it was cool.
When he's talking to Shira or whatever his name is, he's like, I'm the protagonist of this story. I was like,
but
that's a stupid line.
Is it because the Indian lady told him that or something?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. I was like, yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
Everybody thinks they're the protagonist.
Like, his name's protagonist. That's cool. Not really.
I was watching it with subtitles too, and it's like protagonist.
Yeah.
Protagonist.
I was too. Jenny watches everything with subtitles.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, so it was like
I catch so much more.
He just kept saying protagonist. I was like,
yeah.
I just thought it sucked. The visuals were cool. The music I liked too. At certain parts, sometimes it was a little weird. And like I liked how they like ended up fighting each other at the airport.
Yeah.
At first I was like, that's cool. Oh,
I knew. Yeah.
The big thing that checked me out was at the airport scene. He tried to shoot himself. He knew it was him, and he tried to kill himself.
Oh. Okay, I thought that was a little weird too, but I was wondering if because
I'm
it's
off camera.
So I'll just talk to you then, because John's hogging the
I'm mad about this.
John's hogging the microphone.
So he knew that was him.
Yeah.
And he tried to shoot himself 3 times.
Okay, so I'm kind of conflicted about my opinion because I don't know if I agree with you or what I'm thinking is because this is like I think it's like one of the what's it called? Paradox. It's like I think it's a paradox because since he's already been passed as himself fighting that guy that shoots.
Okay.
Now that he comes in the future into the past and he becomes the guy that's in the black cover,
so you're saying
you know?
he was just shooting to shoot.
I think he was actually going through the motions. I was wondering like how much control do you have when you go through that machine thingy and you go into the past when you're in the future and then you go into the past? Like, do you have to follow through the actions of what's already happened?
See, to that point, I disagree because if that's the case, one false move completely erupts the time paradox.
Right.
If he slips on a drop of water, all of a sudden the paradox is not the same.
Right, but that's why I think like that's not going to happen. You're not going to slip on a drop of water. You can't change time.
So no matter what happens, he's going to try to kill himself.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not. But I think so.
See, that's where I literally checked out. I was like, I'm done. Like, I could not take it anymore. And then the army of nothing happened. And I really lost my mind. Jenny did not have a fun time watching that movie with me at that point. I was very vocal. It was just me and her in a living room. And I'm like, what is happening?
I can just imagine her just like...
She was laughing. She didn't like it either. She did not like it.
Okay.
I like the visuals.
I don't think I took it so seriously for like, you know, explaining the physics of time and how accurate it was and stuff. I really just wanted to see them play with the idea, you know, of going back in time, going forward,
agree with that.
This and that. So
I think what makes Inception cool is the idea that they're playing with dreams, to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But they didn't just tech demo it. It wasn't just there to be there.
That was like fully formed. It was like a fully formed idea.
Very cohesive through and through. You cared about every single character. You cared about when you met them, why you met them. You even got to the point where why Tom Hardy and Gordon Levitt don't like each other. Like, you learn like that much. Like, why? You know what I mean?
I don't remember.
Like the sub party. Well, when you watch the movie, I don't remember exactly why. I don't remember. It's just like a jealousy thing. You know what I mean? Okay. But like they briefly like show that it's a thing. Okay. But you get to know the characters. Like you get to know them.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that.
You know what I mean?
Inception was way more fully formed of like an idea than Tenet. You're welcome.
The only reason why like I'm so critical of Tenet is because it is a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go into it being like, oh yeah, there's a new movie, Tenet. Oh, it's Christopher Nolan. I was like, this is Christopher Nolan's new movie. I'm getting some beverages lined up. I'm getting some popcorn. I'm getting some candy.
Oh, you were ready for
I am watching this movie.
You know what I'm
I'll put it
excited
this
about?
way. I tried to watch that movie when I was high. It was the night before. It was.
Because I don't know if that's better or worse.
The night of the gallbladder attack. Yeah, I tried to watch it, but 10 minutes in, I was like, I need to watch this when I'm sober to give it its due diligence, and I turned it off and I watched something else.
Okay, so you wanted to give it a chance.
Yeah, like
you wanted,
I love
you
Christopher
wanted
Nolan.
to like it.
I'm a Nolan fan. Again, I'm mad at Bungie because I love Destiny. I'm mad at Tenet because I like Christopher Nolan.
See the eye contact? That means he means it.
I mean it.
He means it.
If you like it, that's great. I'm glad you liked it. I wish I liked it.
Yeah, but again,
I thought it was a really not good movie.
I'm excited.
It was a good tech demo, but it wasn't a good movie.
Do you ever follow like Guy Ritchie? He's a director. Do you ever follow Guy
the
Ritchie
name's
stuff?
familiar. I can't think of
Snatch, my number one favorite movie. You should
Snatch.
know.
Classic.
Yes, that is one movie in the entire world. I won't say, this is where it gets complicated. I won't say it's the best movie in the whole world. I will tell you it's my favorite movie in the whole world.
That's fair.
And it's because it's the only movie I've ever watched in my whole entire life where there is not one word, one scene, one piece of lighting, one character role, or actor casting that I would change. It is the one movie I think is absolutely, from alpha to omega,
It's great.
perfect.
I haven't seen it in years, and I need to rewatch it. I've been telling you this for a long time.
It's just my personal.
I need to rewatch
It's my very personal bias, but that to me is just the perfect.
I feel the same way about Jurassic Park.
Oh.
That's my favorite movie, hands
Well,
down.
that would make sense because everything's the park.
Everything stream related is dinosaur related because of that movie.
Yeah.
I love Jurassic Park, but it
Ooh.
goes way back to like when I was a kid, me and my two cousins, Crane Core and Chicken Salad Man, not their real names, obviously. They would literally come over and spend the night when we were all kids because Chicken's a year older than me and then Crane Core is a year younger than me.
Yeah.
So like we're just three peas in a pod. Literally, we'd just be on the couch, 3, 4, 5 years old, just watching Jurassic Park.
Are you kidding me? That young?
Yeah. We loved it. It scared the shit out of us.
Yeah, I was like, I think
But
I
we
watched that
loved
movie
it.
when I was like
Oh, we
6 or
loved
7, and it terrified me.
The first movie I remember seeing in theaters was The Lost World Jurassic Park. It wasn't the first movie I've ever seen. I know that.
It's just you remember.
That I remember. I remember going to the movies. I remember my mom being like, so this movie's rated R? Or like, it might have been PG-13. I don't know.
Wait, how old were you then?
I was like 7. Came out in 1997, so I was 7.
So your mom was just kind of like, oh, wow,
She was
we'll
like,
see how this is gonna...
he's fine. He's with me, you know. Yeah, brought me in.
We're going to see
But
how this
I
is going to go.
vividly remember watching that movie in an old movie theater that doesn't exist anymore. We can talk about it off stream. It's stealing where we live temporarily. You guys will probably find out. Most of you probably already know.
It's really not.
But I remember it vividly. Like it was yesterday. I remember the walk into the theater. I remember watching it. And I remember the walk out of the theater. And just, that was the moment that I was like, I need to go to Jurassic Park.
Go to it?
Go to it.
But didn't you see the movie?
A year later, in like 3rd grade, I learned the dinosaurs may or may not be extinct. I didn't know that because of The Lost World and Jurassic Park.
How sad.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm smart.
They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Sorry.
Sorry,
young.
Dead.
Young John, poor.
I use my brain.
Yeah. I can tell.
They're all dead.
Unfortunately.
Well, except for alligators and sharks are still alive.
Chickens.
Chickens, yeah. Descendants.
I know.
They are the descendants of
Chickens,
royalty.
they fascinate me,
farm
man.
them.
They're little raptors, little feathered raptors. They're fascinating, man. I saw them take down a potato bug one time.
Ugh, good for them.
Yeah.
Shrek, tone it down.
Dude, potato bugs are like the only...
They're nasty. They're harmless, but they're just like, ugh, bug.
They're just like really unfortunate looking. I'm so sorry. I mean, I like bugs. I don't like spiders, but I like bugs.
Imagine if someone, like, you found out someone that you were interested in described you as that.
What?
Unfortunate.
A potato bug?
No. That just like is like comical, but like they're like, what they say about me? They're like, they said that you were kind of like unfortunate looking.
I would never say that about a person.
I would hope not.
I would never.
I feel for all the potato bugs out there right now.
Poor things. Too bad they don't speak English.
They're juicy.
Dude,
I've only ever seen one in my life, and it was in the middle of an aircraft hangar, and it looked like a goddamn rat.
I've seen two about the size of the second digit on my thumb.
The one I saw was maybe a little bit longer than my thumb.
So like
maybe.
This.
Yeah. It was massive. Yeah, it was huge.
Was this in a humid place?
It was in the middle of an aircraft hangar. It was in California.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, so right.
Humidity just makes all the bugs get bigger.
Yeah.
But California.
Well, it came out of nowhere. I'd never seen one before. And it's like, where'd this
They're
come from?
terrifying. Yeah. I'm so glad that they're harmless. That would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Even spiders don't terrify me as much.
I'm not scared of spiders.
I'm not. I like spiders. I'm very like curious about them.
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna like have a pet spider or like try to touch a spider if I see it. You know?
See, I kind of want a pet spider, but I'm also like terrified of them. They just fascinate me.
They fascinate me because they're weird. They're weird creatures.
Yeah.
But cool.
With 8 legs.
Especially like tarantulas. Like they're hairy. Yeah. It's crazy.
And they can take so many steps, you know?
All those legs.
Well, that's why they can move fast. That's what's scary.
They only have leg day at the gym. It's crazy. They have four different days for each pair of legs.
Just
leg curls and stuff.
Oh. No, I would never say that about a human being.
No?
No.
Unfortunate looking?
No.
I would hope not.
No, I don't think
I know. I didn't think
I don't think I talk like that.
I'm just saying, like, I would be hurt if someone described me as such.
Yeah. No, I don't think I talk like that. But I'll talk about that like about a potato bug.
I would say that's ironic because I feel like I look like a potato bug.
No, you don't. We would not be in this distance. You'd be at least, what? 2
at
of
least?
Those. Yeah. If you were that unfortunate looking.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I actually looked
That's so
unfortunate.
mean. Yeah. No.
All right, when are you going to start streaming again? I know. Big questions.
Man, I think about it all the time. Even because I still bake. I still bake. And it's always on my mind, even like when I'm baking at home or I'm doing something like prepping at home. But man, I'll tell you, it's tough, like getting everything together. Because usually the setup just takes me a couple hours on itself because I put everything up in the kitchen.
Exactly.
And then because I live in such a small place.
You don't have like a permanent fixture to set up.
I have to take everything down. So that means finding the right lighting. So doing hair, makeup, finding the right lighting because I bring in all the house lamps that I have. Bringing the camera, finding the angle. Depending on what I'm doing, am I using the table or the counter or the oven or what?
Right.
So yeah, it takes me at least a few hours to like set up. And honestly, that's usually where I get kind of like disheartened. You know, it's like, oh, do I really want to spend like 2 hours setting this up? And then, yeah.
I don't blame you.
And then spend another
I feel
3-4
that way
hours.
sometimes, and I have a permanent setup. I'm like, do I want to pull the green screen out? Do I want to have my webcam on?
Yeah.
Like the lights are bright, which like now that I'm saying all this, it just sounds pathetic that I would complain about it. But I'm just saying that it's a normal gripe, so I couldn't imagine actually having to move that much stuff.
And there's a lot of steps. Yeah, and what I used to do is I would have to stack. I would bring in like I have a small bench, and I would bring in like my filing box where I keep papers, and then I would have to like level up the camera because I do live in such a small space where it's kind of cramped. So to find the only spot where the camera can be, it's like a feat in itself is like finding a spot for that camera. So I usually have to like stack the bench, a box, you know, sometimes a couple boxes, and then the tripod, and then even that's a risk. So, and then honestly, with baking too, sometimes I'm just so exhausted. So it's just,
I don't blame you.
It's a lot.
It's tiring.
I'm so sorry.
You just punched the podcast.
I full on punched the tenor.
One thing I've wanted to do for a while is it feels kind of weird because I almost feel like a voice actor. You know me. I can do like, I can be loud. I can be crazy.
I could see that.
Like, oh, like I can make some like, you know, I'm very, I can enunciate and like project and like really provide like the tone and the feeling of a certain place with
When
just
you
my
say,
voice.
yeah, like it fluctuates, right? It's
Right.
not like monotonous. I don't know what that's called, but you have a lot of.
And because of that, I've thought about doing some streams without a webcam.
Oh. Okay, so in your mind,
Right.
what's the benefit?
For me, every time I've done a stream without a webcam, my streams have done really good
Really?
compared to average. Yes. Like, it's only been a handful of times, but I notice when I do it, I talk more because I know that I don't have eyes on me. So I'm just more loose, you know, like I'm just like up in my chair, you know,
You
sitting on my
gotta-
leg.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like present myself. I'm just there. But because I'm just there, I can literally mumble and jumble and just rant about anything. I can make all sorts of noises.
Yeah.
Like,
Free.
but when I have a webcam on, I don't really do that. And it's not because I'm conscious of it. I'm like,
It's a different
it's just like,
scene,
I
you know?
it's almost like subconsciously, I'm like, I don't have to do all that stuff because I have a webcam. I can project it visually,
Well,
which I do.
yeah, and you do. You
Which
make
I
more
do. I
expressions.
make crazy faces all the time. I act like a dumbass.
You look into the camera, you
Yeah.
zoom in, you
Yeah,
do all
I
that.
do all that stuff. I act like an idiot. I love it.
You
But I
should-
feel like I'm actually a better streamer without a webcam
Why
on.
not work it in? You know, instead of
I've
every
thought
time,
about
work
it.
in.
Because I could talk about anything. I can like just make noises and stuff. Like I notice like when I don't have a webcam on, like I'll actually make my own sound effects. Like,
Yeah.
like I'll do like dumb stuff like that. Or if I'm like running away from someone, like I'm like, ah! Like I do that a lot already, but like
But
I
not
do
so
it,
much when your camera's on.
but I do it. Yeah, exactly. I do it more, and I think it's funnier. You know what I mean? Like I can like.
Well, like you said,
I
you're
can
making
project with my voice. Like if I'm like crouching in a corner, I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared. But like on
making
camera, I'm
up
not going
for
to do
it.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like without the webcam, it's almost like I'm the avatar in the game.
Yeah.
So like it becomes more.
It's a different character
It's different.
you're playing. You
It's
know?
different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
I thought about.
I've thought about that a lot. It's been something that's been on my mind because
I wanted to play Red Dead, but without a camera. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I mean, it would be through the Xbox, but I don't know if I'm a girl, and I feel like some of the pool that I have in streams, like for people to come in, is the camera. So I feel like that's something that I
Some
feel like that's a
people will-
hard truth
some
with
people
with
will
Twitch.
say that's
You know,
sexist or what did they say?
No,
Like,
you can have a preference.
misogynistic or whatever. Well, I don't know. the
no, as long as
definition.
they're nice.
Well, I mean, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you just give viewers because you're a woman."
Oh,
No,
I've
that's what I'm
definitely
saying.
heard that. But I've
Yeah.
also had people come into the stream and say that they specifically look for a woman streamer. So there's some truth to it.
It is.
And they'll say their reasons. Sometimes they're looking for a calm, quiet voice to like have in the background. I think sometimes it's just like a preference. Usually not so. Most girls, I
Right.
think it's safe to say, are not so aggro.
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, I've definitely heard that before. So I mean, it's again, and that's why I said I think it's like a truth on Twitch for streaming that yeah, there's not so many female streamers as there are males. So
True.
yeah, I guess
True.
yeah, I can see that. So I was thinking though, I don't know if that helps or hurts, but it's kind of also at the point where I have a very small, like little community, but they're so great. You know, at least the
you
ones
have a
that are
good
there.
community.
Yeah.
You do.
I really do. And they still keep in touch even though I haven't streamed and who even knows how long.
Yeah.
I think I streamed once a few months ago, and then before that it probably had been even close to like 6 or 8 months. And they still keep in touch on Discord and check in with each other and me. So it's a very nice group. So I was thinking, even if it's just us like hanging out, just like I would hang out or watch a friend play video games.
Yeah.
It's my way of like, I just like chit chatting.
Right.
And that's what I get. No, excuse me. That's what I get out of streaming is the chit chatting.
Right.
I just want to hang out.
Kind of same with me.
I'm not competitive. I don't play the competitive video
That's
games.
ultimately my issue. Is like I like to talk to people, but I play competitive games. So it's like very like counter like
But you can also talk about that.
Yeah.
You know,
No, it's
that
true.
doesn't. Yeah, for you.
that audience still exists, but like the games I usually play, people are just like either I want to play with somebody, they almost look at it like it's a LFG site, or they watch them because they're one of the better players, or they know them. That's it.
Right.
If people tell you they watch someone specifically because they're funny, then that stream is probably really funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's
would
hard to
have to
find
be.
streams like that.
Yeah, it
it
would
just
have to be.
is. Like people don't really gravitate towards that. I don't care what people say. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Gravitate towards what?
You look at any big stream in any competitive game, any game deemed competitive.
Right.
The personalities are all ex-pros.
They have to be good
They're
at the
great
game.
players. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just... And it sucks. Because it's like, that's not, like...
Yeah.
That's not my stick.
Well, it's also the nature of the game. So anybody that's coming into... That's even, like, coming in as a new viewer that searches by the game, or you come up as recommended because of the game. Yeah, I think it's just kind of like intertwined, right?
Yep.
You have to be, if they're looking into a streamer, if they're looking to find a new streamer in this competitive game, they've got to be good at the game.
They got to be good at the game.
They got to be good at the game.
I can totally understand it.
But you're good at the game. You're good
I'm good.
Yeah.
I know I'm
And
good.
you're funny.
I have a 2.79 kill death ratio, which is really, like, I mean...
So that's like for every time you die, like 3 people die?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, that's good.
Yeah, you take more
But
people out than...
people don't look at you unless you have, like, over a 4.
Are you kidding me?
I swear. So, I'm, like, I'm in that spot where it's just, like, I am way above average, even for, like, a Twitch streamer.
Do people come into chat and they, like, ask, like, what's your average?
Sometimes, not really. But, like, there's a lot of names that'll just come in and lurk. And I'm sure they look up my stats because you can just look them up.
Oh.
And it's just, like, if I'm not, like... If I was, like, a 4.0 KD, they would definitely just... There'd be no question.
What if you're having, like, a bad, like, moment in the game, you know?
That happens, too.
That's
just a miss.
Dying,
That happens, is what it is. You miss them, move on, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. That's
But
just
I'm
like
in that
part,
I'm in that range to where
streaming.
like I am way above average, but I'm not like a great player, like an absolute great player.
But I mean, how many hours do you have to invest?
I don't even think it's hours for me because I put in the time. For me, I think it's simply I'm just getting older. My potential is capped. My reflexes aren't as fast.
Have we plateaued?
No, I'm not making excuses. It's just the truth.
No.
You know
I'm just laughing. Have we plateaued? I'm not going to say it's all downhill from here. I think we're going to stay here for a while.
The proper plateau term is you're
and
actually
then go
in
down.
your prime. I think I'm in my prime.
I think I'm in my prime.
I think I'm in my prime. That is the same thing as plateaued. It just sounds a lot better.
Well, yeah, maybe. Because it sounds like that means we're at the top.
Plateaued?
No, not yet. It's going to go like up and then down.
I know. But the plateau is the prime. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're in our prime.
Yeah, but I want that to stretch.
I'm better now
I want
at
that
video
to stretch
games.
out for 10 years.
Right. I'm better now at video games than I was when I was 21 years old.
Can you plateau for
at
10
31.
years?
No. I've been climbing. So like right now I'm better, far better than I was when I was 21. However, the caveat is when I was 21, every weekend I was in a bar or a nightclub.
Yeah.
You know, like
well, and
I
that
didn't play
all
video
that,
games like that
has like accumulated, you know. So at 21, how many years had you been playing? Now, how many years?
Exactly.
So many more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was always playing sports. Always. Like, yeah, I mean, that was it. And when I was in grade school, I didn't play a lot of games. Basketball, football, street hockey. When I was in grade school, we were always outside. That was the thing
growing up. I remember street hockey.
Always outside. When I would come inside, I would play video games. But, like, I had a certain amount of TV time. It was a 2-hour window. Like, I can do whatever I want with the TV in this 2 hours. So, am I going to watch TV? Am I going to watch a movie? Or am I going to play video games?
Right.
I'm going to play video games. So, I didn't watch I didn't watch certain shows. Like, I didn't watch Pokemon shows. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z. Like, I didn't watch that stuff. Because I didn't have, like,
Yeah.
I had to pick what I was going to do. Okay. And if I wasn't, get outside. That's what my dad was like. Go outside. Literally throw dirt around. So I did. We had dirt clod wars. That's what we called them. Dirt clod wars.
Oh my God.
Yes. Until someone had to get stitches. Because they caught a dirt clod to the face and they had a rock in it.
Somebody put rocks in the dirt clods?
Yeah. It was unintentional. It was a total accident. We were in a construction site.
So just basically
and the
gravel
kid
clods.
it was only like 4 or 5 stitches. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
But like still, that woke up the block. All the parents were like, no.
That's it? And that's it? Game's over?
My dad would drop me off over there. He was just like, yeah, get out of the house. We don't care. Go and throw rocks at each other.
I grew up like out, like away, no neighbors, out in the country. Yeah. And that's just, you went out and you kind of walked around.
You make your own fun.
That's why I liked bugs, you know? I was like, I got to
My thing was I liked making rivers. I would cut like rivers and like line like out of the dirt and just like add some water and watch it go.
I lived in the orchard that they would flood.
Riveting.
Yeah. I know they would flood the orchards, and I'd be there having the time of my life, man. You know, it was like the most excitement I got, like twice a year.
Yeah, I used to go to my friend's orchard, and I'd bring over my BB gun, and he'd have his, and we'd shoot lizards and stuff.
I never had a BB gun.
It's just fun. It's just fun. It's a good time.
I would catch. We had the blue-bellied lizards.
Yeah.
I would try to catch them. Yeah.
Ever catch one?
Yeah, but it was the tail. So that thing actually, escaped, but I was left. You
were left with the tail.
I was able to catch the tail. But they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm not that fast. Yeah.
Anything else to talk about?
I don't think so.
Episode 1.
Ooh.
Do you have any socials you want to plug in? Where can people find you?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not so active, but
she will become more active on Twitch and stuff.
I will be. I just need to get my life together, and then we can have a streaming setup in my kitchen. Where can they find you?
Twitch, Twitter?
Or I'll be baking. I think like on Twitch, Wheezing Olive, Instagram, Wheezing Olive. I think that's the one that I use the most.
We're in the same boat, huh? Twitter, Wheezing Olive?
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat, but all FPS dunk.
Yeah, same thing.
Except for a lot more. So TikTok.
Yeah.
We're growing on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
You're on it.
FPS dunk. We got it coined.
You're on it. Coined. And on TikTok, from what I hear, you're actually going a little viral there, buddy.
We had one video go viral. That's crazy.
I know. I can't believe it. That's awesome.
I know. I woke up one day to 200 followers.
You're just like, oh.
Yeah, I was like.
Oh, today's my day, I guess.
I know I drank a lot last night, but what's happening? So I just kind of put my phone down. I picked it up again. It was like 50 more followers in like
who did I send
an hour.
This to? No.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
That's awesome.
It was cool, though.
What's a little excitement, you know?
TikTok's fun.
Hopefully everybody
TikTok is a top-tier app. Unfortunately, people are scared that they're being spied on by China. It's not the deal. Download TikTok. Stop being a pussy. I probably shouldn't call people out on episode 1. Huh? Sorry. I'm just saying. Well, live a little. Have fun. My God.
I'll get a TikTok, okay? I'll get a TikTok.
Get a TikTok.
I'll get a TikTok.
We literally spent the first 25
on a
to 30
burner
minutes.
Phone that won't have my name or address or my location activated. On a burner phone, I'll get TikTok.
My God.
Dude, I have Instagram.
I already know someone in the comment section is going to be like, well, actually, Dad.
No, and I was going to say, I was like, I use Instagram relatively actively.
Everyone's spying on you on any social media
I still have WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp was like really known for that, right?
Yeah, and yeah.
Didn't they flat out sell data or something? I don't remember.
I think so. And I was going to switch to Signal, and then I didn't. So I think I'm just I pick and choose.
It's a business. Get over it.
I know.
You're a metric, but I love you, all right? I'm also a metric.
I'm a metric.
We're all metrics.
That was really hard for me to admit, but I'm a metric. Yeah. All right, I'll get TikTok.
All right. Have fun. We'll see you later. Until next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Any critiques, let us know in the comment section below. We are well aware that we're probably not good at this. This is the first time.
Yeah. So that's a very open. Yeah. Please, any comments.
Let us know.
If you notice anything wonky, you know.
If you have any questions, we'll try to answer them on the next pod. Deal?
Oh, we're going to have another pod, guys.
We're going to have another pod.
We're going to have another pod.
We're going to ride it out a little bit. This is like...
Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to...
Yeah. It's not going to be like Twitch's Let's Chat episode where they're one and done, all right? We're going to keep it rolling, all right?
And we did say...
Give it to us. We're not scared.
Yeah. That very open invitation.
Very open.
Yeah.
Bug. All right. We love you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Boom.